Hello, hello, and welcome, my Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your 5-card draw. What do I need read for this new moon to full moon in August 2021? I'm your reader, Angelo, Lyons. Mal for short, professional witch, professional intuitive, president of DrawingTheCircle Productions since 1998, author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch on Kindle. The Archangel of Lyons, Angelo Lyons, but you can call me Mal, and I have Venus in Libra, conjunct Mercury, 3rd house. Yeah, and I'm doing it on YouTube for you. Come on, let's get up in this gig. We are doing a 5-card draw. If you're new to these readings or my channel, it's just one card from 5 different decks of cards. This time we are doing 4 oracles and 1 healing system, representing actually the 5 magical elements: fire, earth, air, water, and spirit, for a specific timeline. The new moon on Sunday, 8/8, Lions Gate, blah, 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 9:52 a.m. Eastern Time. I am from New York, and we're bashful about saying it, but someone has to. We're from New York. A waxing moon read. We're looking at a 2-week timeline here. The full moon, which is tricky on Sunday, August 22nd, because the moon goes void of course at 8 a.m. Eastern. Then it goes full 2 minutes later, so it's a full moon void of course at 8:02 p.m., but then it goes into Pisces at 8:43 a.m. So I know some people don't care, but for those of us who understand astrological timing with intention work, spell work, prayer work, vision board, whatever it is that you're going to do, some of us like the precision of it, right? Sometimes timing really is everything, particularly if it's in divine timing, which kind of erases everything I just said, but you know, you do you. So we're looking at a waxing moon read, which you're trying to build, grow, expand, attract towards you. That kind of dealio. So we're going to ask my pantheons of the divine what it is that you need to know about this. Do check your other signs, because this might just be one situation in your life that you're dealing with, or maybe we look at the same situation but from a different point of view. Other than that, if you want to book me for a personal read, I did a video on it called Booking a Reading with Mal, and it's not just about how to, it's about what goes down in one of my readings. I'm going to make one for spiritual counseling as well. I'm going to Saratoga to see my family right after the new moon on Sunday. I'm going to be traveling on Monday. I'm taking my tech with me. Yeah, I'm working. It's a working getaway. Other than that, the standard rules apply. General read, both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath, if you will. I will do the same to get you the clarity, guidance, and grace that I can. Oh, and by the way, if you follow me in the DrawingTheCircle Productions Facebook page, or on LinkedIn, or on Twitter, or in the Angelo Lyons Mal for short private Facebook group, I have a lot of my old spiritual teaching catalog hidden from Vimeo, right? So if you want to check it out there, I marked everything down because some of them are like 4 or 5 years old at this point. So I was like, yeah, let's mark them down, get the info out there. If you want to go take a class with me teaching, you can. So I guess that's about it. Let's do this. At the intros, you just have to do them. Please take a nice deep breath. You ready, my leaves? Because I have been in prayer and meditation all morning. I did that video about the dark moon weekend, Cancerian dark moon weekend, very inspired day for Thursday. So here we go as I call upon the ancestors of magic, of miracles, and of mysticism, really covering the entire spectrum there for the Libra collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading. What is their magical spell card by Lucy Cavendish that they need? Little spell fragment to help form their element of fire. What they yearn for, what they burn for, they desire, that they can cast for, pray for, or whatever. This new moon to full moon in August 2021. Harvest. Libra, you're the first day, right? 0 degrees. Libra is on Mabon, autumnal equinox, the second harvest. Right now we're in Luchnesad. This is the first harvest. This is our card, harvest. As the waves of the ocean are infinite, this depends on your definition of infinite, as the trees in the forest grow tall, let my work bring me to harvest. I am ready to receive my all. I'm in. I am a hardworking Virgo. Creative, spiritual type. You know, everybody has a genius. I was just talking to somebody about this morning. You know, the word genius just means focus, right? So everybody has their own genius. It's just you got to find what it is, and it comes from being authentic, right? Well, I am what is called a creative, spiritual genius. I'm an artist, but I mean, my focus really is in magic, miracles, and mysticism, 3 levels of power. So I'm more than happy to receive some of that coming in. Cast for that. So think about that. Cast for that at new moon. By full moon, you should see something, right? Very exciting, even though it's sort of a waning vibe, you know, cutting away the harvest, reaping. Not something pretty cool to work towards. All right, let's get your element of earth. Crystal Oracle, Tony Carmine Salerno, the voice of Archangel Ariel. Here we go. My beloved Archangel Ariel, powers of earth, direction of the north, the Archangel of nature, the Archangel of Lyons. Please, one card in clarity for the Libra collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading. Just leave the card in my hand. What is the Crystal Oracle message? Maybe it's the stone, whether they have it or they want to go get it or they want to order it, although, you know, they're going to have to overnight ship it at this point if they're trying to nail it for new moon on Sunday. So what do you got for them? The element of earth, the fuel that feeds that fire of harvest, if you will, a touchstone, a totem, something to keep them grounded and keeping this energy going, this new to full. Gold. I love gold. Mike Myers, but wrong character. Gold member with harvest. The card is gold colored. Well, a tannish beige. You go. You do you. Gold. Oh, I'm having a Spandau Ballet flashback. That can't be a bad thing. I miss the 80s. The guys were really cute. Not that they stopped being cute, but you know, it's obvious. Oblivious. Gold. Oh, this is a 2-pager. Buckle up, Libras. Value, confidence, self-worth, money, and wealth. Value, confidence, self-worth, money, wealth. 5. All right. This gold card. It's a gold card. Yay! We finally got a gold card. This gold card is a symbolic reflection of your true inner worth. It's true. Really, the only thing you need to really be aware of in this world, or beware of, is a wish that knows their worth, right? So if everybody knows that they are divine within, right, then you know your true worth. This gold card is a symbolic reflection of your true inner worth. At the core of your being, there exists a pure golden essence with an infinite capacity to create. Absolutely, we inherit the qualities of the divine. We are the children of the divine. You put it in whatever religious hierarchy you want to do there. You are being urged to look within, to go beyond the superficial personality and connect through contemplation and meditation with your true nature, which, you know, the soul, the higher self, the personality is the role we play, but it's still part of the divine. The ego is, I love Matt Kahn's definition, to be brief here, is the personality that arises out of an inflamed, overburdened nervous system, right? Not at our best, but that's the shadow work, right? But the soul is the immortal part of us, and the higher self manifests many souls, and up and up and up to the divine singularity. So it's saying, to get this harvest, it's internal work. Digging this, I can do this. There is a yearning within you to manifest all your heart's desires. Duh. Sorry, the duh is my editorial. At the top of the list, you will discover a yearning for financial wealth and freedom, and for the self-confidence that money can bring. Rock. Gold. Rock. Do not delude yourself that somehow money is bad, money's bad, or that it does not align with your spiritual ideals. What are you gonna, I mean, unless you're like what do they call that? A pranarian, right? A breatharian. You just, no, I'm good, thanks, right? And money is just as much a part of God's creation as we are, at least part of the divine plan, because it's here. In actuality, is neither good nor bad. Rather, it is something to be valued and to put to good use. Oh, and I do have a lighter. Okay, just pause that for a second. This is something I did in witch class for decades, and I'll still do with students now, private or in a group. I'm getting back to classrooms once we're ready for it. Ready? Pop quiz. Good or evil? Can you see it, right? It's a lighter. I flicked my bic at you, right? Well, it depends on what you're going to do with it, right? So it's neutral in and of itself. In actuality, it's neither good nor bad. Rather, it is something to be valued and put to good use. Sit quietly for a few minutes each day and lovingly imagine yourself having and achieving all your heart desires. Then set a goal, one that you feel is achievable in the short term. I think I'll floss my teeth this week. Focus on it each day until it manifests, then set a new goal, and so on. Goals are reached one step at a time. An ongoing journey you take, absolutely, right? That's why I do the work, career, vocation reads. They're not all about money, but it's in there, like Prego. Set clear goals, yet remember to always keep focused on the present. Right? Staying attached to an outcome, expectations are the seeds of disappointment. For it is in the present that all unfolds. And also there is a divine plan always in play. So, you can't screw up the divine plan. Even your screw-ups are part of the divine plan, so you learn. You deserve to be and have all your heart desires. And do they just give us an affirmation? Let's see here. Within my heart flows a river of gold, perhaps towards a field of gold. Sting. Within my heart flows a river of gold. I am one with the eternal light of creation. Absolute truth. I manifest my dreams, the ones we want. I create abundance in my life through love. I'm down. You down? I think we're in. I think we're all in. Yeah. Harvest with gold. I'm just going to have that song Fields of Gold in my head for a little while. You're welcome if you have it too. I'd still make out with Sting. Shh, don't tell YouTube. Breathe. Tantra and whatnot. Here we go. Because every little thing he does may very well be magic. Let's do your element of air. The Healing with the Angels Oracle here. Let's talk to the Raphaelites. Please take a nice deep breath. As I call upon the angels of air, the sign of Libra, the Raphaelites of the East. Interestingly enough, for me, yellow, the color of the rising sun, going with this gold. So please, my beloved Raphaelites, one card in clarity for the Libra Collective. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs watching this video, receiving this reading, and I'll own this. I like this so far, but we'll see. Dealer's choice. Please, one card in clarity for the Libras. What's our element of air so that we can heal with the angels, right? Think about it, pray, meditation, go within with that gold card, with their gold card, with that harvest that we want, and about manifesting our dreams and our heart's desires. This isn't just like, mama needs a new pair of shoes, unless, you really, your heart's desires are that pair of shoes, a real soul desire. Stupid. See, even the angels are like, no. Please, who are the angels we are best that we need to work with? Element of air. This new moon to full moon next. Friendship. Now, I'm going to go with what I'm hearing here. Money is your friend or money is your enemy, depending upon your vibe with it, right? It is in and of itself neutral. This can absolutely be calling in these angels. I call to the angels of healing friendship. Yeah, maybe there are some friendships involved here. Maybe there are some collaborators, right? Because, let's be honest, the friendly exchange of resources, regardless of dollar sign or physical value, is in and of itself part of the harvest, right? I mean, unless you are completely self-sufficient, which I am getting there little by little. But of course, it's hard for me to do a reading without a client, right? So these friendly interactions that are healing, right, to help you bring in your harvest. And that's the thing. I don't play the lotto, right? I don't do that. I just know that's not how. If someone gives me a scratch off, I'll cash it in if it wins. But it's about the interactions. It's really, I love my work as a reader and a healer and a spiritual counselor and an author. I mean, I love that. But what other choice have I had this past year or so but to work from home, right, and take clients that way? But I've made friends around the planet as a result of it. So the healing angels of friendship, and of course then there is that healthy acknowledgement of our worth, right? When you see it in others and they see it in you, that's part of the harvest as well. It's your element of water. Now this is the party turner. All of a sudden it's like, oh, romance, right? The whispers of love oracle, the voices of the higher selves of all involved. Now with friendship on the table, we will say this is looking like a soul contract thing as well as bringing in your harvest. So please take a nice deep breath. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, perhaps my own included, please. One card in clarity, a whisper of love, the element of water, the emotional power behind and through all of this. What is the piece of information, inspiration, and insight the Libras need? With this harvest in the element of fire, gold in their element of earth, the healing angels of friendship in their element of air. What's the emotional part of this? Higher selves of all involved. This new moon to full moon. Look at your pattern in relationships. And I bet you anything this is about your relationship with money. I just bet you, like, that's how this is going to work. Your harvest comes in, but the price you pay is looking at, at least the emotional price you pay is looking at your pattern in relationships. It requires inner strength to recognize that you need to change or modify your behavior. Well, and if that is indeed with friends. Look, I have had a lot of friends in and out of my life, acquaintances. You know, I was a minister for decades, and I've been a spiritual teacher, and like I've made a lot of friends along the way. But I have a very, very small circle of people that I consider like true friends, right? And even from that circle, people come and go throughout your life. But when it comes to this golden harvest stuff, look at the lessons you've learned, maybe for some fair weather friends, or maybe if you had some vampires, particularly financial vampires in your life. There's something to look at here. What is your pattern in your relationships, not just with money and finances and harvest and abundance and prosperity, which is very second chakra, by the way, as our one-on-one relationships. Look at the relationships where people have been dishonorable with their finances and with you and how you dealt with it or how it was you. Because that's all part of this. If that's the price you have to pay to manifest your heart's desires, do it. My recommendation. Last card down, the Healing Mantra deck by Matt Kahn. This will be your element of spirit to energize this whole thing. Like, let's say, you know, you don't necessarily have to get a piece of gold, but if you got one, you got one. You know, so you cast for this, right? Use this mantra at the time and then use it a little bit more every day to full moon at least. Please take a nice deep breath. Okay, all right. I call upon the ascended masters of financial soul contracts, all right? Our relationship with money, our knowing our worth, manifesting our heart's desires, a lot of divine plan stuff in there, but perhaps also with other souls in human bodies here, near or far, in terms of the healing angels of friendship. What is it? What is the perfect healing mantra for us? To get through this, to do this well, to cast clearly. When the lady's moon is new, kiss the hand to her ×2. And this feels like a golden kiss, a blessing to manifest harvest for ourselves in a friendly way while learning, while looking at our pattern of relationships and finding the strength to modify and change our behavior, maybe internal behavior, not knowing our own worth. So what do you got? A perfect healing mantra for the Libra Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. This new to full August 2021. Dissolving judgments. I don't have to like the actions of others in order to love my journey. Work. Oh my God. Work. Yeah, look, if people are not vibing, I know it's a word, right? If people aren't really vibing with you, and you can have judgments about people, but understand what judgments are. And I will read from the bookie book to give you Matt Kahn's take on it, but I learned this from him. Oh, isn't gold just on the table? yes, a judgment at core is saying that this isn't part of the divine plan. What do you know? What do I know? We're doing the best we can, learning curve. But the other thing that Matt Kahn said is that judgments sometimes put us, if not always, put us in touch with a deeper intuition, a nugget of golden intuition surrounded with a thin veneer of leaded judgment that comes from conditioning and blah, 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 right? So to dissolve your judgments here does not mean, hey, I'm being judgmental, push it down, push it down, push it down. No, it's saying look at your pattern in relationships. Are your past maybe fake friends, fake financial friends, dulling the lens, right? Occluding the lens, not seeing so clearly what's going on for you now, because why wouldn't that harvest be bringing you new people as well? It's a little children of the corn in reverse, but God, I really am. I mean, look, I know I'm Generation X, but I have a feeling the majority of you are too. Where is dissolving? DISP. Oh, dissolving judgments. Little sticky page there. Humidity. I don't have to like the journey of others, the actions of others, in order to love my journey. I mean, that's so powerful. I don't have to like the actions of others in order to love my journey. I could think of 10 billion ways that I could apply that. When judgments are dissolved, you don't have to enjoy the actions of others in order to glean benefit from them, right? So even if it's just like they're toxic, there's been and you can still glean something from it. When you know that every moment has been created to help each soul shine the brightest, it becomes easier to not take things personally. Don Miguel Ruiz, White Courtesy Telephone. Instead, you are able to appreciate the positions life has put you in as evidence of your evolving mastery in form. I've said it before, I'll say it again. It's not much of a hero's journey without demons and dragons, huh? Huh? Right? Right? If there aren't those challenges, those challenging people in our life. So this way, rather than say, oh no, I'm not going to be judgy today, good luck. I mean, I've done Ho'oponopono and A Course in Miracles and the whole nine, and still the judgments are thick. But to go, all right, then there's a real nugget of gold under this. And sometimes once you kind of allow yourself to have the judgment without acting on it or saying anything about it, but you can really feel it, that burns off. The alchemy happens, and sometimes the nugget underneath is something's off there that has nothing to do with me, blessed be. And it's like, oh, that was worth it, right? Instead of posting it all over everywhere, right? Letting everybody know what your judgment is. Instead, you were, okay. This mantra is ideal for learning to speak your truth, Libras. I don't know, should I, shouldn't I? Cultivating empathy, please, and trusting the universe. Bookie book drop. Oh my goodness. This makes total sense. And this is about also knowing your worth, right? Look at your pattern in relationships. If you let people abuse, neglect, or codepend because you did not know your worth. Well, isn't that just the majority of the population? Look, pull up an oar, sister. We're all in the same boat, right? Well, let me put this together for you. This totally makes sense. Please take a nice deep breath. Torch of Ariel right here at my hands. Here we go. Waiting to inhale. As I call upon my collective pantheons of angels, archangels, goddesses, gods, ascended masters, and the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, please may the Libra collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, watching this video, receiving this reading, receive everything that they need this new moon to full moon in August, that they may dissolve their judgments, knowing that they don't have to like the actions of others in order to love their journey as they look at their pattern in relationships, because it does require inner strength to recognize that we all need to change and modify our behavior, working with the healing angels of friendship, so that we can look back perhaps on toxic friendships and see what we have learned from it that we don't even realize we have learned from it, and to really know our own worth and understand that that was part of the divine plan, part of the hero's journey, for us to manifest our heart's desires. And we learned things about money and finances, as well as wealth and worth through all of that, what we were willing to stand up for and what we were not willing to stand up for, so that we may manifest the harvest, bringing forth our heart's desires for the well-being of all. Breathe. As the waves of the ocean are infinite, as the trees in the forest grow tall, let our work now bring us to harvest. We are ready to receive our all, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So let it be. So it is. Hey, yeah, hold on. This is worth it. Here we go. Oh my God. You got the best reading so far, Libra. I think you did last series. I did too. I think everybody else had womp womps and those Path to True Love rays, except for the Libras. Oh, so glad I got Venus and Libra. Well. Look, if you want to go deeper on this, you want to book me for a reading, a spiritual counseling, whatever, like I said, there's a video in the description box. It's a fun one. I like it. I hope you do too. I am traveling, so I am taking work with me. I have a whole bag just for divination that I take with me. And I will be recording as I go, so if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, because I am not putting things out on any particular schedule. Once they're done and they're edited and YouTube says they're okay, out they go. And like I said, if you want to check some of my back catalog on Vimeo, just follow me on DrawingTheCircle Productions Facebook page. Join the Mark Angelo Lyons Mal for Short private Facebook group. A wonderful bunch of people in there, and people that have known me since my college days are in there too. So it's a real, the tea gets spilled. It's fun. Follow me on Twitter. You know, if you want to follow along on Instagram too, because I can't wait to see my family, but you know, we got to get to this new moon first. So whenever you're watching this, wishing you all the very best and the very, very blessed of this new moon to full moon earth. Check out my book, Words of Grace, by the way. It's been helping a lot of people, and review it if you feel it. Otherwise, my beloveds, wishing you all the very best and the very blessed of all of this, my leaves. Hail, scale, farewell, and blessed be.